Allô, Nissan? Hey, grosse tempête, hein?
Hey, Karine, oui, je sais, les vilains bonhommes de neige sont de retour.
Mais avec le Nissan Rogue à traction intégrale, c'est pas stressant.
Exact, il est conçu et testé pour nos hivers. Oh, Karine, il y a un bonhomme dans le Rogue.
Ah, c'est correct. J'ai allumé les sièges chauffants.
Ah, bien joué, Karine. Maîtrisez toutes les conditions. Louez le Rogue S 2026 à partir de 0,4 jusqu'à 36 mois, incluant une réduction fidélité de 0,5 pour les clients Nissan admissibles. Jusqu'au 2 mars, sur approbation de crédit, les conditions s'appliquent. Détails chez Nissan.
All right, how much would you pay for a haircut right now? How much would you pay? Ladies, how much would you pay for a professional styling, a dye job? How much would you pay to get your hair in order? Turns out some people are willing to pay. It has been a while now, entering week 10 here, of no barbershops open. So what's going on for our barbers, our hairstylists out there? Joining me on the line is Oliver Kult. He is co-founder of Maison Privée barbershop. Hi, Oliver.
How are you doing?
I'm doing well. So listen, how long has it been now that you've been closed up?
Since mid-March. The exact date I'm not too sure.
Now,
a while now.
Now, how have you been paying the bills? How have you been living since your main source of income has been stopped?
I haven't been really living. I've been surviving. Basically like every hairdresser and barber, but we had to put a stop to all our payments, obviously.
Yeah.
We got lucky, though. We got some good landlords, so we managed to do some deals. But again, like, the deals were for the first month and second month, and now everybody's getting a bit impatient on knowing when we're going to start paying and stuff like that. So that's why I spent the last week and a half putting a lot of pressure on the government because we need to get this rolling,
Yeah, so we'll get to that pressure in just a second. Before we get to that, I want to ask you, how long could you go? Conceivably in your mind, could you do another month where you're still shut down? Like, when is it, and for you and your fellow barbershop owners, salon owners, how much more line do you have before, things get where you might need to shut the doors forever?
Breaking point would have been if they would have pushed the opening back to September, like schools. That would have been the end of us. Simply because, we have 6 shops, and in big malls, we have one in discount and stuff. So they can accommodate us for a little bit, but since all the stores are going to be opening, if they would have reopened the whole discount and all the malls that we're in, except for the hair salons, would have had no choice but to start paying, and that would have really, killed us.
So tell me about your communications that you've had with the government. What are you hearing? Are you getting any good indication that you're going to be able to open up sooner than later?
Yeah, rumors are that today we're going to have the official date. The government has been super quiet and not saying anything for the past weeks. And we used the long weekend, the whole community of barbers and hairdressers together. We raised our voices. We spoke out loud. We said that we needed answers this week. And the government's replying to that. So I know that today they're supposed to give out the dates for everything that's Saint-Hyacinthe, Sorel, everything that's further from Montreal should be opening June 1st. These are the rumors. And everything that's Brossard, Longueuil, Laval, around Montreal would be opening the week after, so June 8th. And as for Montreal, no date yet.
We're speaking with Oliver Kult. He's co-founder of Maison Privée barbershop. Oliver, my hair's a mess. I have been cutting it myself at home. I don't trust myself with scissors, so I've just been taking clippers and doing the sides and the back. And I'm alone at home, so I don't even have someone to look at the back. And I'm just basically going blind and shaving the sides of my hair. And that's what I'm living with. And you know what? Temporarily, it's fine. But I would imagine that some people are freaking out. They want a proper haircut.
And I think that today is going to stop, though. As soon as the government announces, a real date, I think that clients will be like, okay, only 2 more weeks to go, I can handle this,
But have you been getting calls? Have you been getting calls from people saying, hey, I'll give you $100, I'll give you $200, I'll give you X amount of dollars. Let's, at nighttime when nobody's looking, can you give me a haircut? Have you been getting those types of calls?
I've been getting way worse than that. I've been getting offered $350 for a haircut. I've been offered, so a musician friend of mine offered me to give me his guitar. That's worth almost $1,000 in exchange for a haircut. People were going crazy. I would say it's been calming down now because of the pressure and everything. I think clients are starting to understand that it will reopen soon. But the last month has been crazy. Since mid-April, calls have been flowing every day, DMs every day. People want to get a haircut and they're willing to pay whatever the price is, a lot of our clients used to get haircuts every week, and spend about $40, $50 every week. So now that it's been 10 weeks, they're like $350 is still a
It's
pretty good
savings.
deal for them.
It's savings for them.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
that's
still
crazy.
saving, and it's gonna make them last another 2 months. So
Have you been? Are some barbers and hairstylists? Do you think some barbers are getting those calls and saying, "Okay, you know what? You're going to come at 8:00 to this address, and we'll get it done." Do you think that's going on?
oh yeah, and it's not even going up for $100. I know there's barbers doing it for 25 right now.
Jeez.
Like, well, some barbers are really desperate money-wise. Not everybody is lucky enough to have landlords who gave them cut them slack or something. So they really have to make money, and the PCU is just not enough. So a lot of them are cutting at home, doing house calls and stuff like that. And it's like I'm not the moral police here, so I will never tell someone that they shouldn't do it because everybody has their reasons why they do it, you know. And I know it just sucks because nobody was really expecting that.
Well,
so,
you said it right off the top. You've been lucky. You have a landlord that's been understanding, that kind of stuff. Some people don't have the landlords that are understanding, and the bills are coming in, right? So I guess it has to do with that. Have you been able to take advantage of any of these government programs? Not the CERB, the PCU in French, not the CERB, but any of the business specific programs, like the loan and that kind of stuff?
No, not really. Just because the way our business is structured, barbers are usually either renting a chair or they're based on commission because they're independent contractors.
Yeah.
So we don't have nobody on salary. A lot of hair salons have hairdressers on salary, I think $15 an hour, and then they make their tip on top of that.
Yeah.
But as for barbershops, usually either the barber rents a chair or he's an independent contractor who makes his own schedule and just gives out a commission. So we couldn't apply for any loans because you need to have X amount of people on salaries paid per year, and we don't have that. So we were not able to get any loans.
Oliver, really insightful interview, man. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Well, thank you for having me.
That's Oliver Kult. He's the co-founder of Maison Privée Barbershop.